Greetings. It's been a while since I did a video. This is something different. The last couple of months I've been focusing on training consistently for 2 months, which is very good for me. But I'm going to get back to the reading more than I was. I wasn't reading too much. But I'm going in a field in an area that um, that I'm not very strong in. So, but what I'm going to be doing is studying Lutheran Dogmatics, Voigt. I'm reading Voigt right now, A.G. Voigt, the most basic one you can have. Then I'll be reading Jacobs, Schmidt, and of course Pieper. Yeah, I have all of them. So I'll be working through um, the Lutheran dogmatics, systematics, but also I'm going to be studying anatomy and kinsology, if I'm pronouncing that correctly at this hour. Kinsology. But right here, I have books obviously downloaded. There's a great site if you want to download books, pdfdrive.net. Right here, structure and function of the human body. And of course, in the muscular system. And so, what I basically want to do right now is study the structure of muscle fiber, the cell, and each body part. Study each body part and the function of that body part, kinsology. And so I have this one here, which is a good one. This one, not so much, but there's a section on the central nervous system in here, which of course comes in handy when you're lifting, of course. And we have here physiology of sports and exercise. I actually got this for $1 at a used bookstore. I was trading in some books that it wasn't really my area. I had a bunch of books someone gave me. It wasn't my area, and traded up, and he said, "I'll give you that for $1." And I was just looking earlier on the effects of overtraining, which is very interesting. They talk about overtraining in this, and of course the anatomy of the body and how it functions. And we have another one, principles of anatomy and physiology. So this is going to be a great one for me. I have a couple parts marked out here that I was reading. Muscle tissue, muscle tissue. So yeah, that's basically what that's the plan, Stan, and just work my way through that a bit, and just keep studying. Nutrition, AAS, androgenic anabolic steroids. Of course, I'll be researching more on that. This is a great find. This was my father's. My father's. He's in glory now. In the presence of the Lord. He's deceased, but was by Bill Pearl. And it has, I think it's 3,500 different exercises. This is even with the machines, hack squats. What a book, man. It's a massive book. Pictures of Bill Pearl. But amazing, the exercises in here. Great book, but I'm not going to be focusing on training right now or nutrition or anything like that. Pretty much anatomy and how the muscle works. And then, of course, if you're going to study steroids, AAS, androgenic anabolic steroids, first, before you even get into that, I would have to study testosterone and free testosterone, how all of this works. And so that's pretty much what I'll be focusing on. Anatomy, things related to bodybuilding that's going to help me um, um, in the long run. And I'm still going to be focusing on, of course, scripture and theology. Lutheran dogmatics is what I'll be um, going through. Just going right through them. No particular section. I was going to go through them on justification, the Lutheran ones, but I'm going to go through just every branch of theology in the dogmatics that I have, and I have probably 7 or 8 Lutheran ones. And that's where my focus is Lutheranism. But that's basically it, guys. That's what I've been up to, or what I'm about to be up to. Took a couple months off reading. I do that once in a while because I tend to overload. And you can overload by studying too much. Sometimes I would do 12 hours a day. Do that for a couple weeks, and. But yeah, that's that. Getting back at the reading, 2 months off to concentrate on my training, to get consistent with my meals, my nutrition intake, and focus on the training. Very, very focused. Everything, all my money is going into training. All of it. It's going into training, food, training, what, all of it. So that's my focus, is to reach my peak. Peak out. I'm 36, so we'll see what happens. If I can stay consistent. I went from scratch 145 2 months ago, December 25th. Now I think 153. I might be 155 now. It's been a couple weeks since I weighed myself. So yeah, 10 pounds. You know, of probably all muscle. So, but that's pretty much it. I probably shouldn't have smoked that whole joint before I did this video, but hey, I love that flower. I love that plant. Okay, guys, that's about it. That's